What's up, Gooners? Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we've got 3 crucial stories today as Arsenal prepare to face bottom-side Wolves. Let's dive straight in. Gooners, Arsenal's approach to signing Antoine Semenyo could backfire spectacularly. According to Ben Jacobs speaking to Haters TV, Arsenal would prefer to wait until the summer to do any deal for Semenyo. And interestingly, Manchester United have the exact same stance. Now, here's why this is dangerous. Semenyo has a £65 million release clause that becomes active in January. Other clubs are keen to bring him in much earlier than Arsenal or United would prefer to move. Jacobs said, although Manchester United are not front runners, they've not totally ended their interest in Semenyo, but I think Manchester United and Arsenal would probably prefer to do that deal in the summer, and they may not have a choice if somebody else triggers the clause. So Arsenal want to wait. United want to wait. But what happens if another club doesn't wait? What happens if Chelsea, Liverpool, or even a club from abroad triggers that £65 million clause in January? Arsenal could find themselves in a situation where their preferred target signs for a rival simply because they tried to be patient. That's a massive risk, especially when we're talking about a player who fits Arsenal's needs perfectly. Now, Arsenal may hold one advantage here. Semenyo is a known Arsenal fan. He told The Athletic, "I am an Arsenal fan. I don't conflict the two with my job. It is great to play against Arsenal, a team I have watched all my life, and I want to play for the top clubs as well. In order for that to happen, I need to prove it." Semenyo has also previously admitted he was on trial at Arsenal as a youngster. Between the ages of 12 and 16, he went everywhere trying to get signed. Arsenal, Fulham, Palace, Millwall 4 or 5 times. He went to so many teams but never got picked up. We saw this summer how much being a boyhood fan can influence a player. Eberechi Eze chose Arsenal over Tottenham largely because he supported Arsenal growing up. Perhaps Semenyo could do the same if Arsenal come calling. But here's the concern. If Semenyo wants to play for Arsenal and Arsenal want to wait until summer, what happens if another top club comes in January and offers him Champions League football and a massive contract right now? Is Semenyo's love for Arsenal strong enough to turn down an immediate move to another elite club and wait 6 more months? That's a big ask, especially in modern football where loyalty doesn't mean what it used to. My take: Arsenal are playing a dangerous game here. Yes, waiting until summer might make financial sense. Yes, the squad is already deep, and adding another attacker mid-season might disrupt things. But if Semenyo is genuinely the target Arsenal want, they should be ready to move in January if someone else tries to hijack the deal. Don't let this become another situation where Arsenal miss out on a target because they hesitated. £65 million is a lot of money, but if Semenyo's the right player, pay it in January and secure him before someone else does. Now let's talk about Arsenal's hunt for young talent, because Andrea Berta has been busy. According to Team Talk, Arsenal have held discussions with the representatives of Oskar Piatkowski, a 17-year-old Polish sensation who's being dubbed one of Poland's most complete teenage talents in years. Berta dispatched senior Arsenal scouts to Poland on multiple occasions to watch the Jagiellonia Białystok talent in action this season. Chelsea and Manchester City have also been watching, with all 3 Premier League giants hugely impressed by the teenagers' performances. Arsenal have engaged in preliminary talks with Piatkowski's camp as they assess whether to launch a formal bid. But here's the problem. City have intensified their interest by sending their head of emerging talent to Poland and holding their own discussions. Their aggressive approach appears to have positioned them ahead of Arsenal and Chelsea in the 3-way battle. So what makes Piatkowski so special? He's dazzled in the Polish first tier this season, bagging 3 goals and 2 assists across 16 appearances. According to Transfermarkt, he's now the Ekstraklassa's most valuable player by transfer value. That's impressive for a 17-year-old. Primarily deployed as a left winger, the versatile youngster can operate as a holding midfielder or anywhere across the forward line. That versatility is exactly what Arteta loves in his players. Arsenal have been informed they must pay a minimum of £13 million to secure Piatkowski's signature, a figure that could rise with performance bonuses and would shatter Jagiellonia's outgoing transfer record. Born in Białystok, Piatkowski rose through Jagiellonia's academy before breaking into the senior squad last season. His international breakthrough came with 4 goals in 6 caps for Poland's under-21 side, underlining his rapid ascent. Now here's where it gets complicated. While Piatkowski is open to a Premier League move, he wants first-team minutes. European rivals including Ajax, PSV, Lille, Bologna and Barcelona have also scouted him, so the player could have a long list of suitors knocking at the door very soon. Can Arsenal guarantee him first-team minutes? Probably not immediately. We've got Martinelli, Trossard, Madueke and Eze who can all play on the left. So if Piatkowski's priority is playing time right away, clubs like Ajax or PSV might be more attractive. But if he's willing to be patient and develop at Arsenal with the understanding that opportunities will come, then this could be a brilliant signing. £13 million for a 17-year-old who's already performing at a high level domestically and internationally is good value in today's market. The key for Arsenal is not letting City hijack this deal. If Berta believes Piatkowski is a future star, Arsenal need to move decisively and get this done before City swoop in with their usual overwhelming offer. This is exactly the kind of signing that builds a dynasty. Young, talented, versatile and affordable. Arsenal need to close this one out. Alright, let's finish with some Gabriel Jesus news because Mikel Arteta has made it crystal clear what his plans are for the Brazilian. Prior to Jesus' return from his ACL injury, there was speculation that he could be on the move in the January transfer window. Palmeiras were interested, Everton were keeping tabs, and some reports suggested Arsenal might cash in. But Jesus repeatedly refuted those suggestions, and now that he's back in action after making a substitute appearance against Club Brugge in midweek, Arteta was asked again whether a January move is on the cards. Arteta's response? I don't consider that, especially with the situation we have right now. I think Gabby has a lot to offer to the team, and he has proven that straight away in the first minutes that he was available to play. So Jesus is going nowhere in January, that's definitive. Arsenal aren't selling him, Arteta doesn't want him to leave, and given the current striker situation, that makes complete sense. Jesus looked lively in his limited minutes against Brugge on Wednesday. In fact, some Arsenal fans have been calling for Arteta to reinstate the Brazilian as the starting striker. So when Arteta was asked whether Jesus could potentially return to Arsenal's first-choice lineup, he admitted it was a possibility. Arteta said, yes, I mean a player of his quality, a player that has given us so much, and he comes with the energy that he came the other day. He's certainly a player that has to be pushing and aiming for that, that's for sure. So Jesus absolutely has a chance to win back the starting striker spot. And honestly, that's massive for Arsenal. Jesus himself told the media on Wednesday that he's more than ready to make an impact over the festive period. And it's important that he does, because Arsenal are desperate for someone to start putting the ball in the net from centre forward. Kai Havertz is still out injured, Victor Gyökeres is lacking momentum after his own injury issues. Arsenal needs someone to step up and be that reliable goalscorer up front. It doesn't much matter if it's Gyökeres, Jesus or even Mikel Merino filling in. It just has to happen more often now. Arsenal's title challenge depends on it, but the fact that Arteta is keeping Jesus, that he's giving him a genuine chance to reclaim the starting spot, and that Jesus looked sharp in his cameo, that's all positive news, Gooners. Before his ACL injury, Jesus had 6 goals in 6 games. He was in sensational form. If he can recapture even 70 or 80% of that form over the festive period when the fixtures pile up, Arsenal's attacking options suddenly look a lot stronger. So forget about Jesus leaving in January, he's staying, he's fighting for his place, and he could end up being a crucial player in Arsenal's title push. So there you have it, Gooners. What do you think, Gooners? Would you take Fruck? Are you worried about the Raya replacement talk? And what's causing all these injuries? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed so you never miss an Arsenal update. Until next time, Gooners, come on you Gunners!